Welcome back to FM Story. We are past the midway point of season 3 of this South American Glory Hunt to Save. The aims for this season were the Copa do Brasil and the Copa Libertadores. And as far as those aims are concerned, things are going well. We're in the semi-finals of the Copa do Brasil against Corinthians, and we're in the quarter-final of the Copa Libertadores against Talares. So without further ado, let's get into the action. It's time for the second leg of the semi-final of the Copa do Brasil, and things have not gone well since the end of the last episode. We started by losing 3-2 away at Cuiabá. What made it worse is we were 2-0 up at half-time. We were even 2-0 up in the 87th minute. They got a penalty in the 88th minute, a goal in the 91st minute, and we ended up losing 3-2. And then the first leg of the semi-final to the Copa do Brasil, we got hammered. At least it was away from home, but we lost 3-0. We started off with an own goal, and basically no one covered themselves in glory in that game. And it means we've got a big hill to climb in the second leg. We have bounced back from that with a 3-1 victory against Fortaleza in the league, but we're going into this second leg of the semi-final, as we said, with a mountain to climb. Semenyo's still doubtful from his fractured toe, and we're going to have to come out flying. So this is the side we've gone with for the second leg. We've got Rocher in goal. We've got a back four of Bustos, Vitao, Otavio and Wendell. We've got the two midfielders, Zambrano and Claudinho, with Mauricio off the right, Barrios off the left, and Alonzinho in behind Saldana. And we need a big performance in the second leg if we're going to make it through to the final. Right, they've got the ball in the box. Zambrano cuts out the pullback. Claudinho coming forward with it. Barrios back to Claudinho with loads of space onto the edge of the box. And he rifles it wide of the post. Right, Alonzinho with the corner. Vitao's header at the near post goes over as well. Right, another corner. Alonzinho goes short to Wendell, back to Alonzinho. It's fed into Zambrano at the near post. He scores, makes it 1-0 on the night, pulls the aggregate deficit back to 2 goals. We went with the short corner, and it's worked out there. And we've got an hour left still from the kickoff, though. They've gone back to the central defender. Now they're attacking down the left. Cross into the box. They've got a head on it, and it goes over the top. I think the rest of this... Why are we getting a replay of that? We're getting a replay of that as if it was a goal. What on earth? It does still say 1-0. I think really it's going to be a game of a free kick for them. We've got a head on it. They've worked it into the box, and that is a problem for us now. It was always going to be a game of us trying to push forward and get back into the tie, and then probably try to catch us on the counter-attack. Yeah. It's been worked in. Right, so we're back to 3 goals adrift on aggregate. And I think it's time to throw everything forward now. Half-time 1-1 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate. That first leg's killed us here. And I think this is probably going to be the end of the Copa do Brasil campaign for another season. Right, we've got the extra players up front. We're trying to play a bit more direct as well to see if that will have any impact. Right, a corner, Mauricio to take it into the near post, up in the air. Saldana heads it down. Aravena rifles it home. We've pulled another goal back. So it's back to 2 goals, the deficit. Corner in, it's up in the air. Saldana nods it down. Arvenia takes a touch and then just hits it the outside of his foot, and luckily it goes in. Right, another corner. Mauricio to take it. This time it aims for the far post. And the header goes over the top again. Right, they're attacking. They've got numbers here. There's loads of numbers on that far side. Goes past the man. And luckily Rocher was equal to it and turns it behind for a corner. Into the near post. We've got a head on it. Now we've got 15 minutes or so to try and get something from this. Right, we've thrown some extra bodies on. We've got a free kick, Aravenia, to take it to the back post. We've hit the woodwork. Aravenia into the box. Basic goes up and it's over the top. And the ball's at the back with Vitao to Rocher. He goes long. Igor Gomez to Wanderson. Infield, looking for Aravenia. It's gone straight through to Saldana. He's chipped the keeper, but it's been given as well. I thought it was Wavering was running back. I thought it was going to be given as offside, but we've reduced the aggregate deficit to 1 with 7 minutes plus injury time left. Can we do the unthinkable? I think it's more likely that they're going to get a second, to be honest. But right, into injury time. Just one more chance, please. But they've just shut the game down. And there we go. 4-3 in aggregate. And we're out of the Copa do Brasil at the semi-final stage. It's time for the second leg of the Copa Libertadores quarterfinal against Talleres. Since that exit in the Copa do Brasil to Corinthians, we've actually had a pretty decent run. We've played 3 games. We beat Atlético Mineiro 3-0, who were top of the table. We won the first leg away against Talleres 3-1, and then we beat Palmeiras 2-1, who aren't having the season or a particularly great season. So hopefully we won that game against Corinthians, although we went out on aggregate. We've won the last 3 games since then. Hopefully we've got enough to see us through to the semi-final of the Copa Libertadores. We don't have anyone missing. Hopefully, I mean, there is a potential bogey team waiting for us in the semi-final, because if we make it to the semi-final and depending on the result of the other quarter-final, we could be playing Atletico Paranense in the semi-final, and they've knocked us out of continental competitions in both of the first 2 seasons of the save. So fingers crossed we make it through and that we don't get them. This is the side we've gone with for the second leg. We've got Paz in at right back, Basic and Zambrano back together in the centre of midfield, and Claudinho behind Semenyo through the middle. Hopefully the 2-goal advantage from the first leg's enough. Very, very little happening so far in this first half. We've had a lot of the ball, just done nothing with it. Free kick for them. Passing it around at the back. There always seems to be a free man for them here. Semenyo gets back and wins it. Claudinho bringing it forward. In for Semenyo in behind, but he's flagged offside. And it's been given as offside as well. So Claudinho picked it up, runs with it, and Semenyo was well offside. I don't know why we even needed a VAR check there, but right, a corner. Mauricio, the outswinger to the back post. It's up in the air. Vitao nods it down. Barrios fires it through a crowd of bodies from the edge of the area, puts us 1-0 up on the night, 4-1 up on aggregate, and really in pole position here to make it through to the semi-final. It's headed up in the air. Vitao heads it down. Barrios just swings his left foot at it. It goes through a sea of players there and opens the scoring. But now they're on the attack. Back to the centre half. In behind. Otavio comes across and it looks like he won the ball, but the referee's given a penalty. And it's been given. So it's Sosa up against Rocher, sends him the wrong way, makes it 1-1 on the night, and narrows the aggregate score to 2 goals again. Right, Lara with a throw, short to Barrios, cross to the back post. Mauricio is headed away from him. Paz broke into the area off the loose ball and hits the post, and it goes behind for a goal kick. And there we are, half-time 1-1. We've probably had the better of that first half, but we're in a pretty strong position. We just need to make sure we don't do anything stupid in the second half. Right, we sent the same team out to start the second half. They've gone long with a goal kick. Barrios somehow gets back to win the header. Paz, now down the right-hand side, plays it to Claudinho. Finds Mauricio cutting in off that right. Takes a shot with his left, deflects all the way through to Barrios. Takes his time to steady himself and then fires past the keeper to get his second goal of the game and make it 2-1. So Mauricio cuts in, has a shot that's deflected. Semenyo helps it on to Barrios, who takes his time, picks his spot, and drills it under the keeper and puts us 3 goals up on aggregate. And Basic with a free kick from distance. If it had been a couple of inches lower, it was in because the keeper didn't move. Vitao wide to Mauricio in loads of space. Tries to put it into Claudinho, gives it away. But Basic wins it back. Mauricio again. And they've gone long down the line. Vitao tidying up at the back. Into Basic. Zambrano. Otavio to Lara on this left. Barrios back to Lara. Barrios again now cutting in. Basic wide to Mauricio in space. We try to stretch them with the width of the pitch. Claudinho in. Scores. It's 3-1 on the night. 6-2 on aggregate. And we're in a dominant position here. The wide players are keeping the width, stretching the pitch. And then we've got runners from midfield. Right, Lara with a throw for us to Barrios. Lara back to Barrios, cutting in fields. Went with his right foot and just didn't bend it enough. And there we are. Full time, 3-1 on the night, 6-2 on aggregate. And we're through to the semi-final of the Copa Libertadores, where we'll play another Brazilian team. Will either play Atletico Mineiro or Atletico Paranaense, depending on who wins that quarterfinal. We're now at the end of October. We've played 7 games in the league since that second leg against Talares, and things have largely gone pretty well. We've managed to get ourselves up to 4th in the league. We are quite a way off Atletico Mineiro at the top of the table. But we were quite a long way off at this stage last season as well. So following that victory in the second leg against Talares, we won 4-1 at home against Bahia. We won 4-0 away at Fluminense, largely thanks to them having a player sent off really early. We lost 3-2 to Sao Paulo with a very late own goal. We beat Atletico Mineiro, who are top of the table, 4-2 away from home. And then we had back-to-back games against Atletico Paranaense. We beat them 4-0 at home. Aravenyu got 2 and missed a penalty. We then lost 1-0 away from home a week later. And then we rounded out September with a 5-0 victory over Vasco da Gama. Now, it's interesting that we've just played back-to-back games against Atletico Paranaense, that 4-0 win and the 1-0 defeat, because we have been drawn against them in the semi-final of the Copa Libertadores. They made it through their quarter-final, and as we've said many times, they have been a bogey side for us in continental competition. They beat us in the quarter-final of the Copa Sudamericana in Season 1, the quarter-final of the Copa Libertadores last season, and now we've got them in the semi-final of the Copa Libertadores this season. And there we are, the end of another episode. The end of Season 3 is rapidly approaching. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to the final of the Copa do Brasil. We managed not to win that trophy. Our aim, obviously, still alive for the Copa Libertadores. We're into the semi-final against Atletico Paranaense. Join us in the next episode to see if we can get past them into the final and to see if we may possibly even be able to lift the trophy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.